today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a lovely almond cake, but I'm using this fancy dish. What I do, I just butter the inner part of this, and what I do, I just put almond on the inside like so. Just let it stick, and then I'm gonna put some in the bottom. After that, I'm gonna dust it a little bit with a bit of flour. So what I'm doing, just dust it lightly, dust it with a bit of flour around it, like so. Next ingredients, I'm using about half stick of salted butter. So the next thing, I'm gonna put this in the microwave just to soften up the butter a bit. Next up, we're gonna add our sugar in, and we're gonna use a whisk at the moment. So for this recipe, I'm using 200 grams of sugar, half stick of butter, and four egg, 200 grams all-purpose flour, and 2 teaspoons baking powder. At this point, I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons vanilla. So now we're going to add all the eggs in. You might say, why add all the eggs in? If you really can bake and you know what you're doing, it will be all good. So if you notice, I use the whisk and I'm kind of doing like this. What I'm doing, I'm whisking air in it. So the next thing we're gonna add our flour, and this already sieved. Make sure to sieve it. When you sieve the flour, cake come out lighter and with less lumps in it. So we're just gonna take our time and incorporate this. So I'm using my convection oven with this. It's personal preference. Whatever oven you have, please use it. And if you find out that it's getting too thick, because sometimes depends on the grade of the flour, what I'm going to do to this, I'm just going to add a little bit of milk to it. So we're going to add some milk to it. So what this do, make it a little bit lighter than normal. So that's the consistency that you need. So next up, we're going to put the mixture in your desired cake pan. Normally when I'm baking cake, I normally start it off on 150. So the next step, what I do when I'm baking cakes like this, because it might rise up to here, I'm just gonna get like a baking pan like this, and then we're gonna put it straight in the oven. Stay tuned. So now the cake is out the oven. So what we have to do now, I have to leave it, let it cool a bit. So once it cool a bit, then you can turn it out